Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Delvira Altaf Zulfanti from International Management and Business. So today I'm going to present chapter 14 about Global Marketing Communication Decision 2. In this chapter there are sales promotion, personal selling, and special forms of marketing communication. So first is sales promotion. Sales promotion refers to any paid consumer or trade communication program of limited duration that adds tangible value to a product or brand. In sales promotion, there is consumer sales promotion. What is consumer sales promotion? Consumer sales promotion are designed to make consumer aware of a new product. And then trade sales promotion. Trade sales promotion are designed to increase product availability in distribution channel. So there are some examples of sales promotion in the form of price promotion, like price reduction, coupon, or mail-in refund. And then in the form of non-price promotion, like buy one get one free offer, sweepstakes, and contests. And then next, sampling. Sampling is the example of sales promotion. Sampling is a sales promotion technique that provides potential customer with the opportunity to try a product or service at no cost. Usually distributed in stores, through print media, and events, or door-to-door. So there is an example of sampling from Kikkoman soy sauce. So 50 years ago, Kikkoman brand soy sauce was unknown in the United States. The CEO took part in a sampling program that Kikkoman had started in American supermarket. So the CEO and his employees passed out free samples of food seasoned with Kikkoman. So today, the United States contributes 70% of profit from international operation. And then next, couponing. Couponing also the example of sales promotion. A coupon is a printed certificate that entitles the bearer to a price reduction or some other special consideration for purchasing a particular product or service. Couponing accounts for 70% of consumer promotion spending in the United States. And there are some types of couponing like freestanding inserts, in-pack coupon, on-pack coupon, and also cross coupon. So in sales promotion also there are some issues and problems like fraud. For example, Pepsi promotion with Apple. During the 24 Super Bowl broadcast, PepsiCo launched a joint promotion with Apple's iTunes Music Store. Apple planned to give away 100 million songs for free. Consumers could obtain a code from the caps of Pepsi bottles and enter the code online to qualify for the download. The promotion was designed so that anyone purchasing a bottle of Pepsi had a 1 in 3 chance of being a winner. However, many people discovered that by tilting the bottles to one side, they could tell whether the bottle was a winner. Moreover, they could read the code without having to pay for the Pepsi. So it calls fraud. And then regulation vary by country and also cultural disposition to coupons and other sales promotion. Like Malaysians see coupon usage as embarrassing. For Malaysians, the fear of public embarrassment was a constraint on coupon usage. And also Islam frowns on gambling, so sweepstakes may not work. As we know, in Islam, sweepstakes is haram. And then personal selling. Personal selling is person-to-person communication between a company representative and a prospective buyer. The seller's communication effort is focused on informing and persuading the prospect, with the short-term goal is making a sale, and then long-term goal is building a relationship with a buyer. And next there is personal selling hurdles. First is political risk. Unstable or corrupt governments change the rules for the sales team, and then regulatory hurdles. Governments can set up quotas or tariffs that affect the sales force, and then currency fluctuation, increase and decrease in local currency can make certain product unaffordable. And then the last is market unknowns. Lack of knowledge of market condition, the accepted way of doing business or positioning of the product may derail the sales team's effort. Okay, and then next there's strategic or consultative selling model. First, a sales representative must develop personal selling philosophy. Personal selling philosophy is commitment to the marketing concept and willingness to adopt the role of problem solver or partner, and then developing relationship strategy. Relationship strategy is game plan for establishing and maintaining high quality relationship with prospect or customer, and then develop product strategy, plan that can assist the sales representative in selecting and positioning product to satisfy customer needs. And then develop customer strategy, plan that ensure that the sales professional will be maximally responsive to customer needs. And the last is developing presentation strategy, consists of setting objective for each sales call and establishing a presentation, a plan to meet those objectives. And then next there is the presentation plan. First is approach. The sales representative's initial contact with the customer or prospect. And in presentation, the prospect's needs are assessed and matched to the company's product. And then demonstration, salesperson the opportunity to tailor the communication effort to the customer. And then negotiation, ensure that both the customer and the salesperson come away from the presentation winners. And then close, ask for the sale, refers to finalizing the sale and persuading the potential customer to make purchase. And then the last is servicing the sale. To ensure customer satisfaction, implementation process must be outlined and customer service program established. And then next there is sales force nationality. First is expatriates, host country national, third country national, and then other option. I'm gonna explain this one by one. So expatriates, what is the advantage and the disadvantage of this? The advantage is superior product knowledge, demonstrated commitment to service standard, train for promotion, greater HQ control, and then disadvantage, higher cost, higher turnover, cost for language and cross-cultural training. So, and then host country national. The advantage is economical, superior market knowledge, language skills, superior cultural knowledge, fast implementation. And then for the disadvantage, needs product training, may be held in low esteem, language skill may not be important, difficult to ensure loyalty. And then next, third country national. The advantage is cultural sensitivity, language skills, economical, low regional sales coverage, and for the disadvantage is may face identification problems, may be blocked for promotion, income gaps, need product and or accompanying training, and then loyalty not assured. And then other option, there is sales agent. Agent work under contract rather than as full-time employees. From a global perspective, it often makes a great deal of sense to set up one or more agent entities to at least gain entry into a selected country or region. And then exclusive license arrangement, in which a firm will pay commission to an in-country company's sales force to conduct personal selling on its behalf. And then contract manufacturing or production, with a degree of personal selling made available through warehouses or showrooms that are open to potential consumer. And then management only agreement through which a corporation will manage a foreign sales force in a mode that is similar to franchising. And then the last one is joint venture with an in-country or regional partner. Because many countries place restriction on foreign ownership within their borders, partnerships can serve as the best way for a company to obtain both a personal sales capability as well as an existing base of consumer. And then next, special forms of marketing communication. First is direct marketing. In direct marketing, there are direct mail, catalogs, informations, teleshopping, and then event sponsorship. In event sponsorship, for example, like concerts, sporting events, product placement in movies, and then internet communication. So, in direct marketing, any communication with a consumer or business recipient that is designed to generate a response in the form of an order, request for further information, a visit to a store or other place of business. And then next is catalogs. A catalog is a magazine-style publication that features photographs, illustration, and extensive information about a company's product. And then infomercials and teleshopping. An infomercial is a form of paid television programming in which a particular product is demonstrated, explained, and offered for sale to viewers who call a toll-free number shown on the screen. And then teleshopping. Teleshopping on channel like HSN and QVC is exclusively devoted to demonstration and selling. With teleshopping, home shopping channels such as QVC and the Home Shopping Network take the infomercial concept one step further. And then interactive television. Industry observers expect the popularity of home shopping to increase during the next few years as interactive television, ITV, or T-commerce technology is introduced into more households. ITV allows viewers to interact with the programming content they are viewing. In the UK, more than half of pay TV subscribers use ITV. And then remote controls have buttons to push to order product show in the screen. And then is sponsorship. Sponsorship is an increasingly popular form of marketing communication whereby a company pays a fee to have its name associated with a particular event, team, or athletics association or sports facility. Sponsorship combines elements of public relation and sales promotion. From a public relationship perspective, sponsorship generally ensures that a corporate or brand name will be mentioned numerous times by on-air or public address commentators. And then a large-scale event also draw considerable media attention that typically includes multiple mention of the sponsoring company or brand in news reports or talk show. Because event sponsorship typically provides numerous contact points with large numbers of people, it is perfect vehicle for sampling and other sales promotion opportunities. And then product placement. Product placement arranging to have the company's product and brand names appear in TV shows, movies, and other types of entertainment. Marketers can also lend or donate product to celebrities or other public figure. The product get publicity when the celebrity appears in public using the product. So that's all my presentation about global marketing communication decision 2. So, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.